holiday season.
Streetz 945 Atlanta's new hip hop station. DJ Holiday in the building right now. I told you 8 o'clock hour. We're gonna be talking about all the speculations about the DJ Awesome case that's going down right now in the city. There's a lot going on. I brought a personal friend of mine in the building right now to talk to me about this situation. I'm sure he has a very big opinion about this, and he can speak on it because he was very close to people in this party. Nick Love, CEO of Coalition DJs, very close to DJ Nando, who's also being brought into this situation. And I know he can speak on a lot of things that's going on. Nick, how you doing, man?
I can't complain, man. I can't complain. How you?
So I mean, you know, unfortunately, this situation, but you know,
right.
If it's true, then right. You know, we all feel a little bit better, of course. How you feel about the situation with DJ Awesome and what's going on?
Well, let me say this before we get started. You know, because what I didn't want to do was come on and give a whole lot of opinion, and speculation as far as my personal point of view or whatnot. And really and truthfully, it's only really two reasons that I even came. You know, when you called me, it was a conversation that you and I had on the phone, and it was really going to remain that. One, the last time that Nando was actually on the radio was here.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we've gotten contacted from various media outlets, television, other stations and whatnot. And when you called, it kind of made sense because this was the last place that me, Nando, and Boo, we were all here.
Exactly.
Talking about, I think it was our anniversary or something going on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
and the army clothes and all that.
He was doing, and Nando was doing at the time. So it just kind of made sense to come back to the last place where he was. You know what I'm saying? Because that was a good day for for what we were doing.
It was a great day. I turned Nando up on the radio.
Exactly.
Voice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also really out of respect for his family, I actually contacted his family. I'm always speaking with his sister. And one of the things that kind of disturbed us even back in January when all this incident first started was a lot of people did interviews on television and on radio that were not
close to him, probably
weren't close to him.
Yeah, exactly.
And we took a little bit of an offense to it, and even this time around, now that it's being brought back up and being brought back to life, kind of that same pattern is happening.
Yeah,
we're seeing more and more people speaking out, posting things, saying things, being interviewed, and we're like, well, in my personal opinion, I'm like, well, if you're gonna interview anybody, holler at the family.
Exactly.
And if you're not gonna holler at the family, holler at the people that were closest to him.
Exactly.
And that which would be us.
Yeah.
So I wanted to, really come on the air and really just try to clear up any, speculation, any rumors, and any innuendo that's been floating around, because the two cases that you're referring to are being kind of tied together.
Yeah.
And I thought it was only right and only fair, out of respect to the family, out of respect to us, and really just to the hip hop community in Atlanta, to at least say, this is what the facts are, and the rest of this is really just rumors and speculation, and just kind of figure out what's what.
And when we come back, we're going to get to the facts, and we're going to break down what's the difference between these facts and these rumors. When we get back, Streetz 945, Nick Love is in the building, CEO of Coalition DJs, very, very close friend to DJ Nando, rest in peace. And we're going to speak on this DJ Awesome case as well, man. Y'all keep it locked, Streetz 945. We're back now. We want to talk about these facts, and we want to break down what's rumors, what's facts. We need to get to what's really going on, because I like I told you, I personally called you this morning because I did not know. I didn't want to speak on it. I didn't know anything, and I didn't want to go off what I seen on the news. So,
and we appreciate you.
Yeah,
for that. What I'm saying. Shout out to Brooke. I know she was here earlier. A lot of we really respect and really appreciate everybody who chose not to kind of jump out there and speak on his Nando's behalf, his family's behalf, our behalf, and really just kind of engage in that kind of hyperbole. So we do appreciate that you at least came to the source, somewhat to find out what's what.
So what's going on with the Clayton County investigation with Nando?
All right, the Clayton County investigation, as we speak, is still unsolved. Nando's murder, which took place in January of this year, is a Clayton County case. A lot of the stuff that came out last week and over the weekend involved East Point, Fulton County. City of Atlanta Police Department. A lot of things came out, but Nando's actual case is a Clayton County case. The situation with Awesome is a Fulton County case. So the two are completely separate. The facts, as we know it to be, And according to, the same news reports that I'm sure all of y'all have read and the police reports and everything else, the facts are this. Awesome was arrested and charged with being involved in the murder of his spouse.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a fact. We know that for a fact. And I do want to say this. I would like to send condolences out to her family. I think a lot of what's happened, because Nando was so well known and so popular, her passing has just been kind of glossed over a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I think is unfortunate that someone else lost their life, and the only thing that people are talking about is the connection to something else.
Exactly.
So rest in peace to her. And my prayers and condolences.
God bless those. God bless those kids, man.
And the kids as well. So it's a terrible situation, tragic all the way around. But the facts are, like I said, Awesome was charged in that in Fulton County. There was another person that was arrested as well.
So the rumors saying that these guys worked together, he didn't like, Nando or whatever, like they wanted his spot. Is any of this stuff true?
I'll say this because it would be irresponsible of me to say anything else.
Yeah.
There was no quote unquote beef. Like, when we think about beef, we think, it's, shouting matches, fights. It was none of that. It was known to be a slight rift between the two guys. The source of that, I don't know. I guess, the two people involved would be the best people to tell you, but one is not here and the other one's, incarcerated at this point.
So there's no truth to this situation with the gun matching, the gun that killed Nando or nothing like that.
The issue of the gun matching is all at this point speculation and rumor.
Okay.
That is not concrete fact. We have, like I said, we've spoken, me, Big X, and Nando's mother and sister are the only ones that have spoken with actual, the detectives on the case.
All right.
So per the information that we've received from them, that's not in fact as of yet.
Yeah.
Are they planning to try to match it up, or what's the plans for that?
Plans I can't speak on. All I know at this point is that they have, they got Awesome, they got the other dude in custody.
Okay, but where did these rumors come? Where they didn't pull this out the sky on the news? Like, where did it come from for them to even link this with him?
Honestly, I'll tell you how I found out about it. I was actually sick, from the Wednesday before Thanksgiving to really this past weekend.
Yeah.
So I was kind of out the loop completely. I got text messages Thursday morning, this past Thursday, maybe Thursday or Friday or whatnot, from my DJs, on my coalition guys, and they were like, "Yo, like, I know you sick, but like, get up. It's crazy." Like, they came in arrested Awesome at the club last night. I'm like, okay, what's up? And then that's where, information started to pour in from texts they were getting. None of us were there. None of us were working that night at Onyx, of course. On a Thursday night, none of us would have been there.
Yeah.
But I guess, the speculation, I guess, originally started from the club. Or, I guess, personnel at the club. That's what I know it to be. As far as, I guess, when Awesome was taken into custody, I guess whoever saw it and
just immediately kind of jumped the gun, like,
and it turned into a situation, like the old game telephone, where by the time it got to
me,
right,
I'm hearing that the reason why he offed his wife was because she found out that that part about Nando.
I mean, a lot of this, it's really too early to really speak on, to be honest with you. And keep this in mind, like, the problem that that we really had ultimately with all of this coming out is that when it's not confirmed, the family, we're here in Atlanta, all us are out moving around. You guys know me, y'all know my guys, y'all know Outer Space, Boo, X-Rated, Funky, X, y'all know my team. So they're out and about. But the family, Nando's family, is in Virginia. Yeah. So the only connection that they have to Atlanta is us and some of the friends, some of Nando's friends from the club and whatnot. So to wake up Thursday or Friday as the family in Virginia and see reports of
they may have found
Nando's
who killed
solved, murderer in custody. That I don't know if any of y'all have ever been in a situation, but that starts to raise the hopes and the the emotions for the family, only to find out hours later
it's just speculation.
It's just talk.
Yeah.
And so, our biggest thing is that the reason that you haven't really seen me or any of my guys really post a lot about Instagram, and any conversations that we've had have been in private amongst each other or just, with close personal friends, is that it's not facts.
Right.
You know, and to carry on and speak on it as such, would be, like, it's really just irresponsible.
And tell the people too about, you know, kind of how it could mess up the case. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And that was the biggest thing. You know, like I said, when we first started, the reason that I came today, because I wasn't gonna come. Like, you know, when Holiday called, I was like, no, we chop it up on the phone, but I wasn't gonna come because the family had already asked us, like, please, you know, don't speak on the case, because when details are getting out, you're a lot of it impedes, you know, the investigation. Stories start to change. People start to add on. So even people who might have been privy to something are now adding on. And I don't want to, you know, put too much on it, but I think we saw some of that with, you know, a lot of the things that's been going on in Ferguson and all these things.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like they're saying that the stories weren't matching it. And, you know, from what I read in regards to that type of stuff, it wasn't that the stories wasn't matching. It's that after a while, you start to add a little bit onto it, and you try to sensationalize it and hype it up a little more than what it really is.
And nowadays, people ain't worried about credibility.
Oh, not
it don't matter. As long as they've seen it somewhere written down, it could be by a 6-year-old.
It ain't gotta be written down.
It's true.
Like the Instagram. And, you know, the game, how you win at Instagram is to get there first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And say whatever it grabs attention. We don't care what it is.
Whoever got the shoes first is the winner.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And in this case, whoever was the first person to report
the story,
you know, this story and this connection, which, you know, like I think Thursday and Friday, it was really purely street talk.
Yeah.
It was all street talk,
It was hit blogs. And that's when you know, it really got crazy, because now I'm getting calls from Cali and New York and Miami. And I do want people to know here in Atlanta, this thing is no longer an Atlanta DJ thing.
Bro, it was on CNN.
Yeah.
Nah, we were just talking about this. I actually was reading about it in the New York Daily Times.
Right.
You know, and I was just like, wow, it's made it up there, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, it made it there fast. And again, rumors and speculation made it there.
Right.
Not facts, because I mean, even some stuff that you've seen and read on I saw it on HLN. Damn. But I mean, HLN, CNN, you know, like we've gotten calls from Revolt. We've gotten calls from MTV. Like we've gotten hits like, hey, can you comment? And we're like, no. But at a point, like I said, the family asked us, and they said, hey, look, can you guys speak on his behalf and really just go out there and try to extinguish some of these fires and clear up some of these rumors, because we're still trying to get to the bottom of what's going on. We're hoping for justice for, you know, that's their family member. As much as he was my friend, my client, you know, my brother, you know, here in this, you know, in this community, like that's their son. That's their brother, like blood.
You're right about
so
that.
if anybody wants justice for Nando, it's them. You know,
So the case hasn't been solved, and like I said, it's just speculations and it's rumors as of now.
And if anybody got any information, please, that Crime Stopper number, I think it's
44577 tips.
Yeah, please, you know, please call in. I mean, this, I will say this. I was, you know, when me and my guys got on the phone last week, you know, there was a little bit of a, you know, like that sigh of relief, like, oh wow, okay, it's finally over to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? Like, this happened in January of this year. So, you know, for the last 11 months, you know, we've been
just trying to hang in there.
Because the way it
out.
came to us, it felt like a damn movie. I was just like, Jesus Christ.
I mean, you know, some of the calls I got, you know, especially, you know, and I don't want to really name a whole lot of names, but shout out to a lot of the artists like that really called, that were genuinely like concerned and not just trying to really be nosy. A lot of artists reached out to me, and a lot of reached out to the guys like, yo, like what's going on?
You know, they should have did that, because Nando exactly was the platform for a lot of these artists to get heard. Exactly.
Hold on one second.
All right.
Just do this on 5. We'll come right
With that said, Nando, basically, man, I appreciate all the artists who did call you, because I mean they owe that to you at least, because he was the guy that set that platform for a lot of these people to make money and be heard, you know.
Yeah.
So
and also, you know, this whole incident, you know, it happened in January of this year, but I mean, keep in mind, like, from, you know, it's not just the community, but specifically the DJ community here in the city. Like, this kind of rocked the whole.
I was gonna say we've been out here for a while, you know, in the streets in Atlanta. I want to say this is probably the biggest thing to ever happen to the nightlife of Atlanta. Yeah, like I've never heard a story. I mean, even the thing with Puffy and Wolf was cool. It was quick, but this right here was like hit home, you know.
Because at the end of the day, I just feel like as a DJ. You know, when I heard the news or the speculations or whatever, I'm not gonna lie, I got to my knees and I thank God, because I thought it was true.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, I don't want no random DJ killer out here just going off of people. I don't know.
Hey, and I'm glad you said that, because keep in mind, in January, remember January, if y'all can, January of this year when it all first happened, every DJ out here was on like red alert for a little while. Like, we don't know.
Yeah, it was.
Why?
It was.
Yeah, who is who? Was what?
What was the reason? It could have been anything. Nobody knew. It was watch your back, all that.
And mind you, like I manage a crew of DJs, but I've been involved with the DJs in this city and nationwide for about 8 or 9 years at this point. You know what I'm saying? So all you guys, I have a special place in my heart for a lot of you guys, because you're out late. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're the life of the party, but I mean...
And they know you're leaving with the bag.
Exactly. And they know you're leaving with the bag, but keep in mind, a lot of times the DJ is not the star of the night. So that extra security, that extra, like, attention, we got to make sure Holiday's cool, we got to make sure Stix, that's not there. It's like, y'all do what y'all do.
Y'all figure it out.
And then go home. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And there's... You know, if you was the artist, then you have an entourage and you have your people and this, that, and the third. So remember January of this year, it was...
Yeah.
Everybody was kind of freaking out a little bit. And then, you know, as time has passed, we've all tried to get back to some sense of normalcy, you know, here in the city. But now this is, you know,
Bring
this
it right
kind of
back.
brings it all, you know, it's all back to that point. And again, like you said, when you first heard about it, there was a part of you that wanted to say, okay, now we know. At least we know it wasn't, you know, some of the other stuff. Because, I mean, I heard it all.
Right, I'm sure.
You know, I got every call about every possible lead, what person, people, whatever. And it was like, you know, you didn't know what to believe at the time because it was so shocking.
Yeah, after a while, you're pretty much like, stop telling me. Stop telling me. Let them figure it out.
After a while, you was kind of like, man, I just don't know what to say. And I mean, and I watched it, man. You know, it was sad because, I mean, you know, everybody around the country always daps up Atlanta about how close and cool and tight we are, and y'all all family, and y'all all get along, and y'all don't have these kind of issues, man. So, you know, to see DJs that I rock with, that in my crew and not in my crew, like, yo, man, I had to go get me a piece, man. I had to go do this, I had to go do that, because I don't know what's up.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
It took away that sense of security in the city, you know.
As a DJ, you should always protect yourself.
Absolutely.
Anyway, you know, I'm never gonna encourage or promote to get a chopper and run around the city and shit and have your laptop and your gun with you at all times. But no. But I'm saying, just protect yourself, watch your back, man. You know, you are the center of attention at times. You are the life of the party. And we do get overlooked at times. It's like Nick said. So just be safe, man, because like I said, it's a very unfortunate situation.
Very, very tragic. And like I
hurts
said,
my heart still to this day.
A woman did lose her life. There was kids who now, you know, no longer have a mother. Like I said, I definitely want to repeat that. Like, I really want to send, you know, real prayers and real condolences out to her family, because I really, you know, as connected as I am to Nando and as connected as everybody is to, you know, that situation, again, somebody else
lost their life.
Lost their life.
Lost their mom, their daughter, their sister.
And it's not to be really glossed over or just kind of like, oh yeah, it's not the and, you know, the and part of the story. It's like, let's deal with this. And then there's also this other thing over here, you know what I'm saying, with Nando. But again, just to reiterate for anybody who chimed in late, like I said, the facts are, at this point, as of December, what is it, the 10th? You know, the Nando case and the Awesome case have not been linked officially. Any rumors or speculation about evidence, similarities in the crimes or whatever, none of that is confirmed, you know, via the Clayton County Police. The case is with Clayton County. It's, you know, we're hoping that it escalates to some higher ups.
Exactly.
To you know, because ultimately we definitely want to get to the bottom of what happened. But, you know, everything else that you've heard is purely, you know, rumor and speculation and innuendo. And like I said, the only facts that we have at this point are the facts as been reported in regards to Awesome and his wife. Exactly. That's it.
Dope.
Well, thank you so much, Nick Love, for coming through, brother. Words from a man from his heart, man, about his friend. And you know, that was true to the heart, man. I hope everybody from Atlanta kind of got the clear facts of what's going on. And I hope I could, you know, help anybody out there who had any type of thoughts and what you were thinking about what the situation was. Nick, any shout outs?
Shout out to my team, man. Shout out to the whole coalition, DJ fam. My guys here, my guys in Detroit. A lot of people, downloaded the app just to tune in tonight because they wanted to. We got crews in other cities that were just as connected to Nando as we were. And and shout out to all the DJs in the city, man. Y'all be safe out here. Much love.
Be safe, man. It's Christmas time.
It's Christmas time, man. And I just, I would love to see everybody in 2015, man. That would have been, it's great. Like I said, we coming up on a year since, this Nando passed. So, January 14th, 2015 to be 1 year. Yeah. And, we praying for a resolution. Yeah. But, shout out to the city, man, the whole city.
And what's the number again, of course, for anybody?
The number for Crime Stoppers. If you got any information on Nando's case, the number is 404-577-TIPS, TIPS. I do not know what that is on your phone, but like I said, 404-577-TIPS. Please call. We definitely still need information, man. The case is not solved, it's still ongoing. The investigation is still on. Yeah. And, rest in peace to Nando, man. Long live my man.
Rest in peace, Nando. Coalition DJs, double salute from the commission, man. We love everybody out there. Y'all be safe, be positive. Streetz 945, Atlanta's new hip-hop station. Thank you, Nick.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Holiday season.